final section of the technical etude. I'm Dr. Pinky, and let's get to it. So be careful, because when you had the other section at measure 9, you had a lot of E flats, and you've had a lot of E flats here. This is E natural, so mark it. Just because it's a natural, don't take it for granted that you're going to get it right. So mark that natural right here. Okay, so we're in measure 17. Okay, this section, as you crescendo, do it in small groups. Dee da dee da da, ta ti da dee da da, ta ti da dee da da, ta ti, and so forth. Okay, you can play that B flat on the side, but I did it that time, and I think if I was going to play this really, really fast, I'd probably just play that B flat regular. So I'm going to mark that regular. Okay, you have a D, F, A arpeggio. D, F, A, just like if I was playing it on a piano, would be a chord in measure 19. Those are good things to notice, because you can learn to see those right away, and you can take that to every piece of music you play. You're going to need to practice that G to B flat in measure 20, because that's a really sloppy part for us clarinet players, and we spend a lot of hours doing that. And you're back to that same rhythm in 21. D, da, D, D, da, D. Okay? So watch those things. Let's do it at 120. One, two, three. Now we're going to go back and slow that down to 80, because this is a hard part. I like to get in there and do it fast so I can prove to myself I need to practice it. 80, 1, 2, 3. Do it at 100. 1, 2, 3. Because this is the end, and I probably would have started practicing at the beginning and learning this later, I'm going to do it at more tempos, right? So now let's go back and do it at 90. 1, 2, 3. So now let's go and do it 110. Why am I doing this at more? Because I started it later. I probably haven't practiced it as much, and I want to make sure I have it, right? 1, 2, 3. tempo around like this is really good because it shows you how well you know it and gives you a chance to slow back down and get it down a little bit better and make sure you learn it a little bit better, and then you can speed it back up, slow it down, speed it up and slow it down. I highly recommend that. I learned that especially from a teacher I had at Eastman, Peter Hadcock. He was amazing, and he had us practice like that for hours, and it really, really helps. So move your tempos around. Be very careful between measure 17 and measure 18. Measure 17, the slurs are da, tongue the E, tongue the F, ah, tongue the G. But in the next measure, you actually tongue that note that you slurred before. Ta, 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 ta. So watch your articulation there. It's going to get you. I sometimes take my pencil and I write big, giant lines between those notes so that I can make sure I see a line and I know I have to tongue. If you have trouble remembering where to tongue, put lines. It'll really, really help. Okay, next video will be everything all together, all at once, at 80 and then at 96. All right, go practice.